Hey guys, it's Kellen. You can tell by the title of the video. I'm going to be showing you an easy way to cut your hair. Now, I saw this online. I just typed in like how to cut your own hair, and this is one of the videos that popped up. So yeah, what you need is a couple ponytails. I have 3. I mean, it's up to you what you want to use. And also, I have a spray, water bottle sprayer thing, because if you ever, for girls, I don't know if they do with guys. I know girls, if you ever pinch your hairdresser, they usually cut your hair after they wash it when it's still wet, because it's easy to cut. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's why. But so yeah. So I just kind of spray a little bit of water in my hair. I brushed my hair already. You might want to have a comb. This is kind of like a hairdresser's comb, because there's the point end they use to kind of, separate hair. Like they use if they're dyeing or whatever, the comb part. You want to use some sort of scissors. Now I have a couple different pairs. I have regular like old scissors that you have in your house just to cut random things. As you can see though, they kind of are a bit on the dirty side. So cut your scissors if you keep in my hall closet that's right next to the bathroom here. That I use like for wrapping presents, for example, cutting tag off of things, stuff like that. Or if you just need scissors real quick for upstairs. So I mean, these are not bad scissors, but if you feel them, they kind of feel dull. They don't feel that sharp. These I use for crafts. As you can see, like it doesn't close. See, you see that gap in the top, and you do that. So like I have to push it to get it closed. So these are like old scissors, and they're all kind of dirty too. I actually use these because these are like relatively still pretty sharp. You can see, look good. Do that. Now these are like 2, because they come in, if you get a nail kit, real tools, you see these scissors, but what do you really use them for? Like, you use them for eyebrows or hair. You see, this can be good for like bangs or stuff, or trimming little hairs, because these are super sharp. But yeah, so we're gonna be using these. We might use other ones. So yeah, I know like these are obviously, for kids, these are kids scissors, but they're still pretty good because I really haven't used them all too much. Yes, they have stuff, but that's because they're old. They're kid scissors, but I use this a lot for crafts and stuff. Sometimes I do crafts randomly. But anyway, so what you want to do, you have your hair brushed out and stuff, and I'm gonna be dyeing my hair soon again. My sister got my hair dye my hair, because you can see by my roots are like all dark and stuff. Yeah. And guys, I've also watched a lot of Brad Mondo's videos. Go subscribe to him. I'm subscribed. He's a hairdresser that reacts to like people cutting their own hair, like doing their own hair dye at home. Which if you haven't, check out my videos. I've done dyeing my hair. I made videos about it. And yeah, I just used no box dye. But the last one we used, I forget what brand it was, but it came in a pink box, and it came with one of those little brushes, that they used to spread it on. But anyways, it was a pink box, and that was really good dye. It worked real well. Just the trouble I had was my ends dyeing it. But those of you who don't know, I had before I dyed my hair, it was brown, like light brown, maybe like a medium light brown, if that's a thing. But so it wasn't super dark, but just the ends never wanted to pick up. Anyways, I know this part kind of looks light on camera right now, but anyways, so what you want to do? I'm just gonna see. I'm gonna stand as fuck so you guys can see. So this is a tutorial mostly for girls. So guys, if you have long hair and you want to cut it, you take it to you make a ponytail on the top like this, stay on the top of your head, So that's what you want to do, because when you do this way, guys, this is you use this if you want to have layers in your hair, which why not? This is a method I used probably about a month ago when I cut my hair. It's probably been about a month now, and honestly it hasn't grown too much, so you want to do that. Make sure you use tight ponytails, don't use stretched up shit. And then you want to put, the other ponytail where you want to cut it. So I want to cut about an inch off. So I probably should have seen before. Hold on. So what you do, you want to get your hair in the front. And you want to, so if you guys don't remember, I did show off when I cut my hair. This is literally hasn't grown that much. It's just literally the same length it was when I cut it, so. And I have thick hair, by the way, if you're wondering. So what I want to do cut off maybe about like this much hair, which that's probably fun. Just gonna do my part real quick, guys. So, yeah, I did this and I found it really easy to do, you know, and it doesn't take too long, you know, it's a kind of quick process. So get your head in the front, look straight ahead, you know, figure out what you want to cut in, which is probably about here. So that's probably how much I want to cut off, which is probably about a good inch. And then you flip your hair over and you put your ponytail in. Okay, so right at the top of the head. You know, it doesn't have to be super tight or anything. So, okay. You know, I'm not really good at doing ponytails, so then, you know, you put about where you want to cut the hair. When I did last time, my parents, like, they weren't too upset that I cut my own hair, but they just told me next time to let them know and they could take me to a barber. So, but, see, down a little, but probably that much. So you're going to cut above the ponytail, so bring it above to where you want to cut it. And a little more like that. Don't push it up like this, because you don't want the hair up like this, because then it's really not going to make it that even, so. I know it looks a little pushed up, but it is what it is. You can always fix it up after, so. So then, what you want to do, now, I do this first part in the bathroom, and then we'll be going in my room to do the rest. Because it's just easy to clean up hair off your, you know, a hard wooden, no, like a hard tile floor, wooden floor. So you're going to cut above the ponytail. I know, you know, you're like a hairdresser, you're probably yelling at me, Kelly, I'm cutting a straight line, but you want to do that when you first cut the hair, because, you know, then you can go on the angle. That's what you're supposed to do, is cut your hair on an angle. But when you first cut the big chunk off, like the ponytail came off. Technical difficulties. It's so hard to do, so what I'm gonna do is gonna cut off what I want to cut off. Yes, you know, it's really the easiest process to do. You know, when you first, you know, slicing through that chunk of hair. I have it, and I put the garbage can in. Sorry guys, I'm like doing it, I just. And I think because I'm only doing a little bit of hair, that's why the ponytail did not stay. Or maybe I need to tighten enough, but it's okay. So, again, so we're going to go in my room now. In a second, I'm just going to. Then what you do is I use my full length mirror, because my bathroom mirror here, I'm not tall enough to like see my hair in it to fix it up. See. So yeah guys, hey, let's just take it out and kind of look at it real quick. Make sure it's what I wanted. Don't worry about it not looking even, we're going to fix it up. But it does give you nice layers when you do that way, but maybe hard to tell because I only did kind of a little bit, but, you know. Okay, these pieces need to go. These back pieces are too long, but we can always fix it up near the mirror. Let me put my glasses on. So yeah, we're going to transition to the other room, and I'm going to fix my hair up some more and trim it up and do how I like. So, you know, you can always use a comb. And yeah, like I said, I know it may not look good right now, but once we fix it up, it's going to be good. So, anyways, I love you guys. And yeah, I'll see you in the other room. Okay guys, now we're in my room, no mind air conditioning. Now it's time to fix it up. So what I like to do in the mirror my part. It does give, that does give nice layers, but I know, and I also, guys, I realized I never actually sprayed my hair with the spray bottle, so that could have been why I was having some trouble too with putting my hair, but that is a good method, trust me, when I used it to cut up my hair before. So what I do is I take these, 2 halves of my hair, and I just kind of go with the flow and kind of just cut it as I say where it needs to get even. Oh, just right. So. And I have a garbage can in here, so like as I'm holding the hair and I cut it, actually does not look too bad. It actually looks pretty even. Let me get closer to the mirror. You want to look straight. It's actually kind of the length I wanted. Okay. Don't pull your hair up like this like I just did. I'm just trying to make sure my scissors are in it. I'm not cutting it as I'm holding it. I'm just usually, too, there's like videos people saying you put your hair in like 4 different sections. You can do how you want, but I like this method. If you have a long mirror, just look in the mirror. You can kind of feel it, you can kind of see. It kind of sure looks even. Just make it look a little bit longer. So, sometimes it's hard to tell on the front. You have to tell on the back, but I don't really have a mirror I can use to like look in the back of it like that. So. But you see, there's a shirt piece in the front here, and it gets longer as you go. So you can kind of see the layering. That's what layering is. Like, see, like the shirt pieces in the front, and it goes to longer pieces. That's the layering. So, actually, it doesn't really look too bad. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's the lighting. I have the lights on, but it looks actually, pretty even. Kind of holding hair up now, and any like longer pieces I see, I'm just cutting off. Again, that's where the comb can come in handy. Like I said, it's really not the worst if you think about it. Like, especially with quarantine going on, I doubt people are going to want to go and say no. Barber, especially because they're going to have to wear a mask, and I hate wearing a mask as it is. So, and you save money, it's not really the hardest thing to cut hair. I know, like, probably saying, Kelly, you really can't say that, so you don't know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess I don't know, but just from my experience cutting my own hair, which I've just kind of, I have before, and I messed up bad, but this time, I think it's just easier this way to cut hair, and like, have a quick trim. Kind of how I want it, I want it a bit shorter. I mean, I wanted it shorter than this, honestly, like at least a little bit higher, but that's too much. Just remember, you can only cut more up, but you can put more on, if you know what I mean, if you understand that. Like, because once you cut too much, that's it. There's no come back. But like if you cut too little, you can always trim it. You know what I mean? You guys understand that? What I'm trying to say? No, what do you guys think? Would you guys try this method? I mean, it's mostly for females. So even if you do with long hair, you would cut. I mean. I actually do have a mirror inside. I can try and look. It's this, guys. It's one that has, you know, like the really, like this side right here you guys are seeing is like the really close-up side. But, so let's just put it in the back. And let's see how it looks. You can kind of see it already in the back. How do you, guys, what's the trick to you doing this? Oh, never mind. I mean, it doesn't look terrible. Like, I'm looking at it through the camera right now. What do you guys think? I mean, actually, it honestly doesn't look terrible. And because I only took off a little bit, so I feel like it's hard to tell it, you know, too, that I took off any length, but sometimes it's just good. You know, you just have a trim once in a while, you know, it makes your hair look more healthy. So what I'm going to do now is just kind of take it sideways and do it. So I'm going to hold my hair, do it just like the straight thing. Actually, no. How people do that? I don't know. I think it doesn't look too bad. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I can see it through the camera, but I got to kind of sit up a bit more for you guys to see it properly. I'm looking through it through the camera. I don't know. Maybe it's too straight. Just peas. Man, it's not terrible though, guys. Let's be honest. There's like hairs on my shoulders. I'm just trying to get all to fall in the back. Good. Honestly, to me, what I'm seeing through my camera, looking like through the veil of my camera, it doesn't look terrible. Now let me just get on my knees. Straight as I could. There we go. Now sometimes just gotta fix it out. So that's why it's because, you know, my hair seems like kind of almost puffed out more from cutting it. It's hard to see. That's why probably better to like have your hair look red before you cut it. If I see any sort of longer pieces, I'm just kind of trimming in. I know I said to not hold the hair, but I'm holding it, you know, really hard and stiff so it can't really move. So. Go. Now let's see again. But okay, that does look better, I guess. I mean, I don't know, it kind of looks the same, but it doesn't really look terrible. Because you have to remember how layers are. Too far. So yeah, this one look in the camera looks pretty good. Might be a little but you know, like I said, I feel like it doesn't look too bad. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments how you think I did. But yeah. So what I was basically doing with the hair, when I was kind of holding it up and cutting, what I did is I took it in my 2 sections, right? I just want you guys to see, and I got towards the end as I could right now. I looked straight and I just took it and I was just kind of, you know, and I was just kind of doing like that. And I was holding it tight, so it was all like, you know, good. And I was holding it and I was just kind of taking it, holding it tight, you know, in your hand, like looking straight, taking it. And just taking it straight and just trimming it up a bit, you know, because that's, I guess, not the worst way you can do it. I mean, I'm not professional by any means, but anyway, even looking like this, actually, this looks bad. I mean, the ends kind of feel bad where it is from chopping on them, but you know. That sounds weird. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna, you know, go over to, like, where should I set my phone? I'm gonna set it against my stuffed animal here. There it goes. This is the finished look. I'm just looking to make sure you guys can see it. So, this is the finished look. It may not look perfect, but I feel like even if it's a little messed up, you can't tell too much. You know, I think it came out pretty good. You know, for me not being a professional. Like, I don't know. What do you guys think? But yeah, guys, so yeah, that's it. That's how you cut your hair. It's just some tips. Use that ponytail trick to cut your hair. Like, guys' hair, I feel like it's so easy to cut because think about it. It's guys' hair. It's usually short. You know, it's not like girls' hair. It's just like on the longer side. And yeah, and that also with the ponytail gives you layers. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Follow me on my socials. Follow Colin and subscribe to Josh. Subscribe to Original #AGP. Subscribe to Chad Sullivan. Subscribe to me so we can continue to grow. And yeah, let me know in the comments how you guys think I did. I'm curious to know what you guys think. Does it look pretty good in your opinion? And yeah, I love you randomers, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.